Warning: the opinions expressed in this video do not represent YouTube, associations, agencies, nor any particular individuals. They are merely from a team assembled trying to pass the boredom of everyday life. Some explicit content may occur in this or future presentations. Viewer discretion may be advised. But ignore it if you're into that thing.
YouTubers, the Big Bad Wolf Benny here.
And I'm your Wild Man Wes.
And we are on day 24 of SHOCKTOBERFEST.
Oh man.
We're getting there. One more week and we'll be at Halloween and all of this work will be done.
Oh, I know.
Until next year.
Until next year. With a whole new list of movies.
But anyway, guys, today we're going to be doing the cult classic Puppet Master.
Oof.
Now this movie came out in 1989. Okay.
1989.
So I was born actually. Cool.
I was just a wee knee-high to a grasshopper.
It came out, it was released by Full Moon Entertainment. Big Charles Band fan. He's got a lot of good movies. A lot of great horror movies. If you don't know what Full Moon Production is, go check out a movie. And start with this one, because it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So the premise of the movie is, there's this puppet master who has found the secret of life to bring his puppets to life. Now this takes place during World War II, and the Nazis are after him because, of course, they want this formula. You don't know why until later on in the series, but we're not going to talk about that because the continuity for that is way over our heads.
I know why they were getting the formula. They was innocent. They was only following orders.
Yes. Bad joke, but we'll put it in there anyway.
Yes, we will.
So anyways, Adrian Toulon, the puppet master, ends up hiding his puppets away in this giant motel that's in California off a cliff. It's awesome. He takes his own life then to keep his secrets to himself. Now we fast forward to what we perceive as present time, where all these psychics are having premonitions, dreams, however you want to call it, because all of them have different powers. They're all being pulled to this mansion, this awesome hotel, by somebody they worked with, one of their doctors. Now, he's dead. Spoiler alert, sorry. But as they're all there, some of the psychics are getting bad vibes, some bad stuff happened there, and they're starting to realize it. The main psychic, Alex, keeps having dreams where the person who's supposed to be dead isn't dead. Yeah, it's weird. And yeah, through the movie, you kind of see puppets killing people. That's pretty much the whole premise of the movie. Like I said, I don't want to ruin the movie for you. Go see it, because this is actually pretty entertaining. And the special effects aren't terrible.
No. And, as always, this movie was made in the 80s. So, go to your local retail video store and pick yourself up a copy. You can't find it on YouTube. Honestly, we tried. So,
luckily, we're big fans. We have them. So
yeah, I actually got mine on a buy 3 get 1 for free, and the one that I got for free had all 9 movies. So, but we're only going to do the one. We're doing just the one.
Yeah, if you want
the originator.
Later on, if you want us to do more on the series, let us know down below because it's just a mess, and we'll go over continuity errors in that episode.
I'm still tired of the 101s from last year.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that was too much.
You know, you have 101 you have to do this year, day 31.
Oh, that's not going to be that hard.
No, I know, but I enjoy it. You got to do at least one.
But I'm not going to be jumping in and out of frame on this one because we're going to have to move the damn couch.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that. So,
anyway, guys, let's talk about what we really liked about this movie. And then we'll talk about what we didn't like. And then we'll give this movie, just the first one, an overall grade, not the whole series. Because like I said, that's a later on episode if you guys really want it.
And there's 9 movies.
There's actually more because they just... there's 2 more after the ones on that one. And then there's another new one coming out. So there's like 13 of them.
So they've beaten the Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers whole...
Yes, they have.
Oh, me running.
Alright, why don't we jump into what we like? So why don't you go ahead and start, man?
I like the special effects. I do. I mean, you were bringing it up.
The puppetry looks amazing.
I mean, not just that. I mean, they did not just puppetry and, animatronic type. They also did stop motion. Very similar to, like, Ray Harryhausen with, like Clash of the Titans, Jason the Argonauts.
And if it's not broke, don't fix it.
No, I mean, and a lot of the the stop motion is very similar, very reminiscent of things like Freddy Skeleton in Nightmare 3, even similar to even Stan Winston's Terminator in the first one. I liked that.
Basically, the puppets look great. I mean, even for Pinhead, I know they had, what was the one little actress's name? She was the fist for Pinhead when she was punching.
I'm trying to remember right now, but
we recently just lost her not too long ago. I can't think of her name.
Well,
we'll put it somewhere. It's below us right now saying, yeah, how could we forget her?
Yeah. I also like the concept of there wasn't just one, there was many. So there was a lot of...
5. We had Leech Lady, Blade, Pinhead, Tunneler, and Jester.
Yeah.
Those are the original 5.
And it's very creative with the deaths of characters. And I also like the humor aspect.
Oh, yeah.
Especially of Blade.
Blade's the best. He's my favorite puppet.
Just him pulling the chair around, looking through the doors, and then he happens to see the two having sex, and he just... Well, how could he, take care of himself with one hand for a blade and one hand for a hook? That's,
That is movie magic we don't even try to figure out.
Yeah. We're not... we already did Hellraiser. We're not opening Pandora's box.
No, we're not.
But, yeah, that's what I liked about the movie.
I'm gonna agree with you. The storytelling is not bad in this one because there's no continuity errors yet, like I've said already. So this story is pretty good. Like how you find out how Toulon got the secret, what he did with it, and plus just his backstory about escaping Nazi Germany, coming to America, and pretty much liberating himself. So it's a pretty good story. Even after that too, I mean the whole story. It's not a bad story. I mean, we've seen movies where puppets or toys come to life, or And
I'll get into that a little later on.
So, but for the most part, it's fresh. All the puppets have unique power. Well, not power, but they have uniqueness to them. Like they don't kill them the same way. Pinhead's a big, brawny dude, so he strangles them because he's so strong. Blade, obviously, like you said, he's got the blades for hands. The only one that I would say actually has some kind of supernatural power would be Leech Lady, because where the hell do these leeches keep coming from? There's only got to be a finite she can fit in her damn stomach.
Phrasing.
Well, we don't never do phrasing.
Yeah.
So I guess now that we've done what we really liked about the movie, let's jump into the 180 of that and what we didn't like about the movie.
Yes, I've got 2 things in particular. One, you kind of touched on about we have seen things like this before. We had the trilogy of terror with the kind of Savage doll. We also had Child's Play. It just seemed like they were kind of riding on the coattails a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Well,
Puppet Master is a very interesting, very innovative film. It's just that some of the concept, it was already done before. And I think that it was just, and even just the cinematography of the film was very reminiscent. It was almost like frame by frame. Especially like, when you're doing like the, first-person perspective of Blade moving around. You could literally frame by frame that of him running around, just like when Chucky was running around in Child's Play. The other thing is, I understand when it comes to an audience, you have to be, aware of that kind of willing suspension of disbelief. Now, there's a character, Frank, that's tied up after having sex with a woman, and, I forgot. We don't say that, we say a moment. They had a moment.
Don't worry, we'll just bleep it out like we do all
No, we're not bleeping this out. I just have to remind myself.
Yeah, we gotta bleep that.
Yeah, of course. No, but when the woman, he said,
yeah, she dies.
If she dies, he doesn't really know what's going on. But Leech Lady gets on top of him and starts, pretty much molesting him, and
it's a little weird.
And then when the leeches start coming out, but my problem with this is, she's a little doll. How does he not notice that? The hands.
Yeah, she literally puts both hands on his chest and starts blowing on his nipple and stuff. It's just like,
and I'm like, okay. This is not a human. Notice the placement of the hands. This is not physically possible.
So this guy was just, I don't know. It was weird.
It's not like he was hopped up on anything.
No.
He wasn't. No, they didn't do anything.
He was blindfolded, but I'm pretty sure a sane person would be like, okay, well, that's 2 little hands, and that's really cool. What the hell's going on?
I'd expect, some sort of moment like that in Deadpool, but in this, it's just kind of like, come on.
Whew, oofa.
Anyways, that Robble Robble, that was my 2 cents.
I guess the only thing I really didn't like was a couple of the psychics.
Okay.
Just some of them, their powers were inconsistent about what they could do, what they couldn't do. At one point, the one I really liked, the one with the little dog, I forget her name.
Oh,
They call her the White Witch.
Like the Cajun type.
Yeah. So she kind of reminds you of like a voodoo lady, and but she's psychic, and she actually does have the gift. So, not talking to that, but she's doing all these voodoo rituals and stuff to try to protect them. It's just like, not saying that stuff doesn't work, because I don't know, and if you practice voodoo, please don't come to my house and take my hair.
No, we're willing to understand. We're willing to adapt to,
My problem just was like, okay, well, you guys are psychic, and you can see things. You couldn't see the puppets? Really?
Yeah.
That was my only problem with it. Otherwise, I thought it was a great movie. Storytelling was great. All that. But there's those little things that you gotta find, because otherwise, I don't want to say there's nothing wrong with the movie.
We don't want to be unbiased.
But, so that's the one part that kind of bothered me, was that all these psychics can pick up on stuff, and they can't pick up on that. So, I guess it makes for better storytelling then, because then, the scares are a little bit better. But at the same time, you can't give people psychic abilities where they can see the future, but they can't see these one little things. It's not like there's one of them, there's 5.
Mm.
So, but anyway, Rebel. Now let's just jump into what we grade this movie.
I would just say, because of, it's a decent movie, innovative, with that kind of riding the coattails of Child's Play, Trilogy of Terror. And
Funny thing too, isn't Trilogy of Terror, wasn't it done by Full Moon too?
I think it was.
Because that little puppet, the little savage puppet, he shows up in a couple different movies from Full Moon.
True. I mean, I guess it's just kind of like, come on.
Just rehashing an idea.
Yeah, and plus with that scene with Frank,
yeah,
it just kind of threw me off a little bit. I mean, I understand that there's some funny moments in the movie, but this was like, it makes the camp from the later Nightmare on Elm Street films look ingenious. So I'm going to go ahead and just give this one a B+.
I'm going to agree with you for most of what you just said. He's not wrong. He might not be right. That's why we have a comment section down below to tell us, so.
Dear Wild Man West, you are such an ass face for giving it such a low grade.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say it. I don't care.
I love you. I love this movie, but I'm going to give it a solid B, just because he makes some good points. We've seen it before. Maybe not 5 puppets coming to life, but basically you're taking from an idea that we've already seen. Good movie, though, overall, so B is not a bad grade.
And plus the beginning has William Hinckley in it.
Yes.
Clock, where's my stogie?
Yes. It's right here, sir.
It's right there.
So anyways, overall, not a bad movie. So, you know what? We're just going to end this episode about how we end every episode. I'm your Big Bad Wolf, Benny.
I'm your Wild Man West.
And make sure that you guys, throw us a like, throw us a dislike. Leave us something down below to let us know what we can do for you.
Share with your friends and family, because sharing is caring. And, as always, push the red button.
Oh, and ring that bell, too. This way you know when the content comes out. The beautiful thing about Shocktoberfest is, you're getting an episode every day.
Oh, yeah.
But certain days you might get 2 to 3 episodes a day.
I know.
So, that bell's going to help you. This way you're not the next day like, I missed 2 episodes.
Dun, dun, dun.
No. Now you can watch them at your own leisure.
And until then, we will see you tomorrow on day 25 of the Wild Wolf Show's Shocktoberfest.
Pleasant dreams.
See you soon. So Benny,
what's going on?
With the next movie that we're doing, I'm trying to figure out some ideas of what to talk about this one. I mean, because it's been a while since I've watched it. I'm going to relive it, but what's your take on
it? Well, from last year, I guess the best way I can describe it is somebody reads from a book, and bad things happen.
You already did that one, but...
Yeah, so make sure when we do this one, don't read from the book.